At this point, I think it's safe to just drop the cap. I'm tired, legit tired.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't.
Yesterday was not a good day for me at all. It was not. It was one of those days where I reacted out of anger. I was overwhelmed, and this is one of the realities of motherhood. This is just one of the numerous challenges that many mothers are facing, and these things are barely talked about. The most things you see is maybe the sleepless nights. That's just one of the sleepless nights you see, and maybe breastfeeding. But what about how about after these early stages of sleepless nights? Like these things, many people love the idea of being a mother. But trust me, they dread the reality because the reality is rarely talked about. The highest you see on the internet is maybe the new mom who is struggling from she's deprived of sleep. That's just one of the numerous challenges. And one of those days, well, yesterday was one of those days where I found myself at my lowest point. I reacted out of anger. See, being a mom is not for the faint hearted, especially when you're going to be navigating through work and see, for those women who are working, who still find time to be with their mothers, see, just see, I truly salute for now because it's not a walk in the park. Being a mother is more than twinning with your children. It's more than sewing and co. It's more than sewing similar outfits. It's more than those beautiful pictures you see flooding the internet. There is a whole lot, and this is why femininity is under attack, because we do not talk about the spiritual aspects of motherhood. We focus on the things that we can see. And for this reason, I say it again, femininity in the 21st century is under attack. The reward for motherhood is intangible. Like you cannot see it. It's not something you can hold. It's not like you're going to be given a paycheck at the end of the month. No, you're going to be the nurse, you're going to be the cook, you're going to be the laundry woman, you're going to be the teacher, you're going to be everything to this child. You're going to literally be a god to this child. And you cannot see the reward in sight. And this is why a lot of women are frustrated because they cannot understand it. I thought that I was just going to be a mother with different diapers. Nobody ever saw that their life was going to be turned around. And this is why some of the complaints you're going to hear mothers say is, oh, I lost my life. I can no longer hang out with the girls, or I'm no longer me. I lost my person. And then some of the advices you would hear is, okay, as you're raising your children, try not to lose your life. As you're raising your children, try not to do this, try not to do that. Not to say these things are not validated, but this is the reality of many mothers. And you hear these complaints of I'm losing it all. I used to be in this category, and a book changed my life. A book changed the whole thing, the whole concept of motherhood for me, because as a mother, or to be mother, hear this. There are going to be moments when you feel disconnected from the world because it will feel like your life is a standstill. And this is why in the 21st century, many young women will tell you they do not want to get married early. They want to achieve this and that. They want to have attained this particular height, or they want to be billionaires before they become mothers because they do not want to experience that standstill that the concept of motherhood brings with itself. And can I tell you something, that you can never be prepared for motherhood, even financially, because you don't even know what would happen tomorrow. You can never be prepared. So how can we navigate this motherhood? First of all, you have to understand that being a mother is more than a status. Being a mother is a calling, it's a purpose. Have you realized that the moment you identify your purpose in life, a lot of things change? Your choice of friends change, even your diet will change, your interests would usually change, because you now realize that there is a goal, there is something I'm pursuing that I need to get. And because there are so many distractions on the way. You want to kick them off and just put your eyes on the goal. That is how it is with motherhood. Motherhood is more than being a wife to a man. It's more than being the mother of many children. It's more like a calling. And you know what it means to have a purpose? Having a purpose means that you're going to cut down on distractions. Having a purpose means that you're going to let go of some things. Otherwise, these things will distract you. And some of those things you're going to cut down on, as sad as it seems, is you're going to cut down on friends. You're not going to have as much time as you used to have. So if you are a mommy or a mother, don't think that it's because of motherhood that you do not have your life back. It's your life. It's just that you're fulfilling a purpose. You're fulfilling God's given mandate. And that purpose is to have that child be in your life. You have a responsibility to guide that child. You have a responsibility to pray over that child. You have a responsibility to be there for that child 101%. Because the truth is, you don't have so much time to be an influence over that child. The time you have is short. If your child is going to live, say 100 years or more or less, let's say 70 or less, you're not going to have 70 years of influence over that child. Let's say maximum you're going to have, say, 15 years of influence. So imagine. So do not ever think that because you're raising a child or you're raising children that you do not have your life. That's the picture that this thing tries to create, or it tends to bring to the fore. But the moment you realize or you learn that being a mother is walking into a purpose or walking into a calling, everything changes. And it doesn't become frustrating to know that you can no longer hang out with the girls, or it doesn't become frustrating to know that you can no longer hit those parties you used to, because all the time you have, you just want to rest and sleep. Sleeping becomes luxury. Are you a mom or ready to be a mom? It takes a lot to be a mom. It takes emotional intelligence to be a mother. It takes patience to be a mother. It takes wisdom to be a mother. Do you have all these soft skills? If you do not have them, you're going to struggle through it all. And you cannot navigate life as a mother without God. Because if you try to do it on your own, the only thing you find yourself doing, you find yourself complaining more than the 9 to 5 young man working, because you realize how you're running late on deadlines and all of those things. But if you can factor in the purposeful parts of motherhood into it all, everything somehow will change.